Welcome to Casual Chaos, where myself and various other players will take part in weekly challenges where we spin the rule wheel to decide a set of rules to play by, but then each of these rules has its own wheel that determines what sort of decks we can use. Each one of us will be spinning that wheel individually and building a deck based on the results we get, playing the same format. This is Casual Chaos.
I'm really hoping for like an archetype or a character deck. Character decks sound fun. I want to do a Chaz Princeton.
I actually kind of want to see past formats, so we both get like one of us gets like an 06 format, one of us gets like a 2018 format.
Or that could be really rough.
Past format.
Sky Strikers versus
Inzektor.
Yadagarasu. Let's go.
Yeah, Yada. Just get Yada locked. It's like, oh man, I've got like this tier 0 deck from 2018, and it's like, no, I have Yada locked, and we'll start the spin.
All right. Hoping for character decks. Let's go. Stop. I want to do a Chaz Princeton deck. Past format.
Yes.
Oh boy, I'm hoping it's for 2018 so I can pull out full power Blue Eyes and just wreck days.
Alright, it looks like we've been given the past format rule. That means we spin the past format wheel and it gives us a random format anywhere from 2002 to 2020. So it can be any ban list or limited list that has ever been released. And we are able to play any cards that were released before the date of that ban list, as well as we use the banned and limited list of that format. So you might end up with something really old like Yardalock or Substitute OTK, or you might end up with something a little more recent. You might end up with, I don't know, Inzectors or Agents, or even more up to date, you could end up with Masterpiece. Really just comes down to the wheel, but the real hard part is going to be building a deck from your format, not knowing what format your opponent's got. Like, they might have just rolled December 2020, they might be playing the most up-to-date format there is, with all the full power hand traps, and you've got to try and rely on some broken combo from 2003. Anything can happen in this format, especially when you're playing such vast differences. However, all card erratas and all rule changes such as master rules are still current. So we're using the current master rules and any current erratas. So unfortunately some of the more broken stuff from the Stone Age just isn't as broken as it could be. This is crazy. You can respin it if you're not happy with your format too.
Yeah, I've got my 2 respins, so let's hope for the best format. And 2018, here we go. Come on, 2018 format. Not quite. Do we have like a little thing that lets us see ban lists?
You can search them on Wiki.
This is bad. I don't like this format. I really wish there was like a thing that was like, here's the top decks for this format. Pick one. I'm not just looking up a World Championship deck, that's something I'm somewhat familiar with. Oh boy, I know these cards. This can be fun. Download that. We're gonna be playing Blue Eyes. Hey, how you going?
Yeah, not too bad. How are you?
Yeah, good. I'm net decking and
I also have net decked, and I'm going to make adjustments from there based on what I've got.
I'm just having fun because I recognize some of these cards and oh boy, was it fun when this card wasn't banned.
Yeah. That's
How many?
Alright. Mm,
We're gonna have to be in unlimited for this deck.
same.
Now I'm concerned. How old can your deck be?
It's not that old. It's old enough.
I looked at my deck error and went, "Oh no, I am far too close to modern times."
Well, mine is probably... Mine's too close to modern times to be good against the modern deck.
Yeah,
But it's just far enough to be good against old... Well, it's got nothing inherently broken. This is probably one of the most balanced formats of all time. Which is really...
so you're playing pendulums, or just before pendulums? Because in my opinion, pendulums broke the game.
No, this was legit one of the more balanced formats.
I feel like I know Konami gets a lot of shit for being bad at balancing, and for the most part it's deserved, but the current format's not so bad. And the main reason I think that is because the biggest problem is in one deck, and it's not that hard to play through it once.
I think the biggest
If they
problem is
limit
in
that
every deck
card,
and it's all the hand
it'll
traps
be
and
a good
bullshit.
format. Hand traps are annoying, yes, but a lot of decks are starting to have built-in protection against it. What I'm getting annoyed at now is more along the lines of, this is a 60 card deck, bullshit. It's more along the lines of
What? Are you playing a grass deck? I swear to God, if you got a fucking grass deck, I'll be really upset.
A grass deck?
Yeah, that grass is greener.
I have no such thing, but you're free to fear that.
That's a very fearful deck.
How many of these can I eat?
Alright, gonna build this card for card net deck and then go from there.
Yes, that is the best way to build decks, especially if you don't know what you're doing.
Yes.
Does that not show up? Wait. Please.
Can already see a side card I'm missing. Like this. Obviously, it wasn't relevant in this format, but it's very relevant in other formats, so I'll be citing that.
Some of these cards I have never seen in my entire life, and they are just absolute baller. And it wouldn't surprise me if I found out they were banned.
Yeah,
Like,
I need to keep my ban list up, so I know that I'm not grabbing anything that was banned at the time.
I mean, can I update this deck to like cards that came out but weren't banned? Like,
as long as they came out before that ban list.
Okay, then never mind. This deck needs an update badly. It's missing a couple extra cards.
Yeah, the extra deck was not ideal when this one came out. Alright. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the good one is not coming up. Page 2.
Oh, I love those banned cards. So, unlike other challenges, we're not going to be able to look at each other's decks and then go, I know exactly what you have here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, once the game begins, do you want to, like, after we've done the first turn, do you want to just be like, I'm playing this format? Or would you
Maybe.
like to do it at scissors paper rock?
I feel like that'd be a terrible idea on your end because I'd be able to know what you're doing based on that.
I don't know. I think you'll be able to know what I'm doing based on my deck as a general. It's it ain't that. Please stop doing that. It ain't that unique in its card list.
Hmm.
I'm definitely gonna fiddle around with some of this though. Honestly, it's criminal that some of these cards are included in an extra deck. But I enjoy some of these as well.
Oh, yes. That's a card. Alright, I need to find room to side them. We'll take these out. Take this out. Take this out. And we'll side into each of these. Because those are absolutely worth siding. When did this get released?
I want to know how this person intended to summon this card. Because I definitely don't have those cards. And I don't think it's
Fuck.
supposed to be in here.
Okay, that explains why that card is not in this deck. It wasn't released.
Why isn't this card in this deck? Oh, it wasn't out for another 3 years. That
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense.
That's pretty much it.
High key, I'd like to see some of the older decks, like the deck I'm playing, have like a full 2021 redo where they just like, yeah, we know, but we're gonna make it better. We're gonna make it rougher. Just have a funner time. What does this card do? Okay. This is some control bullshit right here. Okay, I finished net decking.
That wasn't in play yet. Oh my god, that existed at the time, I'm 99% sure. It's just that people didn't discover. So there was an old card that was amazing, but no one discovered it until a later format.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like this is pre-discovery.
I need to look up that ban list again. I've already forgotten why I was looking this up. Why was I looking this up? That's not a good sign. It's something to do with a thing. Do I know that thing? No. was I thinking about? Oh yeah. Why was that not in this deck? That would have been way better than the card they've got in here. Super Poly, I wish that was back in the... Well, it is back in the current format, but... And I definitely know this was printed before this time. Is it on the limited list? Yes, it is. Damn. And just because I definitely need more power. Okay. I am complete.
Alright, cool, same. I'm going to do my profile, my card by card.
Okay. I will do the same.
No worries. Okay, so I've spun July 2014 on the format wheel. Now, that was a very balanced time in Yu-Gi-Oh's history where the best deck was just kind of an amalgamation of cards. It wasn't any particular archetype was dominating. It was Frankenstein, multiple. So we have Hat was the deck of the time. So we've got 3 artifact moral attack. It sets the spell and trap, and if it's destroyed during my opponent's turn, it summons and then destroys a face-up card they control. I just realised I took out a card that I shouldn't have taken out. But that's... I'll put it back. We'll put it back in. We got to drop a card for it. Alright, so the wheel has given me July 2014. So the big deck at the time was hand, artifacts, trap tricks. It was really popular because it just controlled the board, and that's it. That's all the deck does, is just controls the board really well, and it dominated. However, it was a very diverse format, so despite the fact that this was the top deck, a lot of other decks were contenders. So we're starting with 3 artifact moral jack. It sets as a back row. If it's destroyed in your opponent's turn, it summons to the field, and then when it's summoned to the field in your opponent's turn, it destroys a face-up card they control. So it's just straight up removal. Great card. Fire Hand and Ice Hand. When Fire Hand is destroyed by an opponent's card in any way, so battle, card effect, whatever, it then destroys an opponent's monster and summons an Ice Hand. When Ice Hand is destroyed by an opponent's card, it destroys a spell or trap and then summons a Fire Hand. So these two can just bounce back and forth. I don't believe they're not once per turn. Curry Bandit just gives me a chance to look at the top 5 cards of my deck, take a spell or trap out of there and add it to my hand, which is good for just speeding things up a little bit. Thunder King Ryo gives me a bit of control, stops my opponent searching. I don't search much. I think there's like 3 or 4 cards to search. There's a handful. Thunder King is just like, no more searching. The Trap Tricks engine is 5 cards. You play the Momillos to search for your Trap Hole Nightmare or Deep Dark Trap Hole, depending on which one you're playing. And then if it's special summoned, you can destroy a back row as well, which is what this is for. It summons the Momillo out of graveyard, destroying a back row, and then you get to exceed into whatever you want. Which this format had the best rank 4 XYZs, and they were the main dominant force of the game. Book of Moon, Dark Hole, Mind Control, MST. I don't know if mind control is overly necessary here, but if he plays any level 4 monsters, that gives me a rank 4, which is fantastic. 2 MSTs, a pot of dichotomy. This isn't amazing, in my opinion, but I am running very different types on all my monsters: earth, light, dark, water, fire, pretty much everything. So this can be used. I miss out on a battle phase. It's deck control, so it doesn't really need it. 3 pot of duality. I rarely special summon in my own turn, except for with the Dynea, or to go into Xyz's place. I'll just play around it. Soul Charge was still at 1 in this format, so I can Soul Charge. I can just make big boards. This card is insane. Upstart Goblin was at 3 in this format, so I'm playing a 37 card deck because that sounds fair. Artifact Sanctum. This lets me summon an artifact from my deck and then destroy a back row. If it's destroyed, face down, essentially, I can then target a card on the field and destroy it. So it's pretty good. So I can use it to just spam out moral attacks, and then if they happen to counterplay it and MST it, then I still get to destroy another card for it. It punishes them for destroying it. Bottomless is good. Call the Horner just lets me activate this in my opponent's turn from grave, which again, removal, or I can bring these out in a pinch, or these out in a pinch. It's essentially just destroy a card and summon a monster. It's a +1. Compulse is good for just removing extra deck monsters. Solemn is good for being solemn. TT is good for wiping the board. This is an okay card. It's not the best trap hole, but it's really good for this deck because monster effects are a problem. So yeah, normally this deck also runs Wiretap. Wiretap was a dominant force this format because it counters all these traps. This isn't. I'm not playing against this format, so the likelihood of running into that many traps is very low. So I'm quite happy to play without Wiretap for this instance. I am running one Vanity's Emptiness. July 2014 was before everyone decided Vanity's Emptiness was good. Before that, everyone said, no, Vanity's Emptiness isn't good, we're not playing it. Or it's too hard to get, we're not playing it. Either way, for whatever reason, no one played this card in July 2014. Now, yes, I special summon, so yes, I do kind of need this card. But I also have a lot of spells, like I can just Upstart Goblin this away. Okay, I can Pot of Duality this away. It's fine. It's not an issue to play Vanity's Emptiness in this deck. If a hand dies, it goes to the graveyard. I'm pretty sure this destroys and then the hand resolves. Maybe Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2. I think I'll have to double check the rulings on that, but I think that's how that should work. You know, Curie Bandit gets rid of it. I can get rid of these easy, not an issue. Now we go on to the extra deck. The side deck. I've changed the side deck up a lot for this deck. I've put 2 Artifact Scythe in. No one was playing it at this time because extra deck didn't matter. It was strong. It was a strong extra deck, but what did it matter against these things? However, he might be playing a later format where the extra deck matters quite a bit more, or just any format where the extra deck really matters. If he's playing like Zoo or something, this can just shut him down. So this is fantastic. An extra MST just in case I need it. Zombie World in case he's playing something like Bujin. Because there is occasionally a deck that pops up where everything needs to be that attribute or that type. And if you change that type, it shuts them down. This deck doesn't care. So that's why it's in there. They actually kind of played this at this time because I think Bujin was around. Either way, this will stop that. Breakthrough Skill for negating monster effects. It's good, I guess. Good enough. Deep Dark Trap Hole. I personally prefer it over Trap Trick Trap Hole Nightmare. However, it is situational and only works on higher level monsters. Light Imprisoning, Shadow Imprisoning. 2 great cards. Just if he's playing a light based deck, I screw it over. If he's playing a dark based deck, I screw it over. It's fine. And 2 more Vanity's Emptiness in case his deck really relies on special summoning. On the extra deck, you got the Beals and the Stardust. These aren't playable. I'll point that out right now. They cannot be played by normal means. I do need to mind control a tuner, but that's fine. If it happens, it happens. That's good. They were just playing this at the time. I haven't actually played with this at all. Abyss Dweller stops the graveyard, and then they're all just really good rank 4s. Like, everything's a really good rank 4, and then there's like 2 rank 5 or 3 rank 5s that are also really good rank 5s, in case I happen to get two artifacts out at the same time. Exton Knight, Revival Chain, Cowboy, great cards. All round, this extra deck is just a toolbox of abilities, essentially. And I feel like I should just be able to anti-meta whatever he's playing out of the game.
Okay, it is time for the Blue Eyes beatdown. Blue Eyes is one of my favorite decks, so I am super excited about this. I think I might win if he's not playing an earlier format or a later format. Maybe if he's playing 2005 Yu-Gi-Oh, I will win. Point being, Blue Eyes, best deck, always. Anyway, we got our 3 Blue Eyes. We got our 3 Blue Eyes alternative dragon. We've got 2 Spirit of White, Dragon Spirit of White for our back row hate. We've got Max C to fuck him up. We've got our lovely entire line of tuners. They're going to work well for our cards of continents, as well as getting those Blue Eyes boys out on the field. We've got Soul Charge as well. We've also got our Phoenix Wing King Blast. Discard a card, target 1, back row hate. Lovely. We've got Vanity's Emptiness to stop everyone's special summoning. I just have to send a card from the deck or the field to the graveyard to stop it, which is great. Got Solemn Warning, Raigeki and Upstart Goblin. Solemn Warning, obviously, to stop his summoning. Raigeki to clear his field, and Upstart Goblin to draw more, because in this deck of 3 trade-in and 3 cards of continent, we absolutely need that extra card. Also, we've got our lovely fun Melody of Awakening Dragon. Discard a card, add 2 dragons. This is going to be great, because it means I can add my Blue Eyes and my Blue Eyes alternative straight from my hand to from the deck to my hand anytime. Got a lovely side deck that I definitely didn't net deck and have barely read. Masters Restrict, neither player contribute. That's going to be funny. Xyz Universe, I need to have Xyz monsters. We'll see how this goes. Twin Twisters, we've already got 1 in the deck. We've got 2 in the deck, so 3rd is not kind of relevant unless I really need it. Magical Spring, I'm sure we all know what this does, except for me. I'm going to read it, probably. Drawing as equal to the number of spell and traps they control. It's really great if they've got a lot of back row and I don't have a lot of hate in my hand. I have to discard the number of cards equal to the number of spell and trap cards I control, so hopefully I can play this turn 1 if I go 2nd. It does have that terrible downside of the next turn spell and trap cards your opponent controls can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. Also, their activation and effects can't be negated. But that's why it's in the side deck. Also, my back row hit in main deck, Dragon Spirit of White, doesn't destroy, it banishes, which is awesome. And I can also like special summon a Blue Eyes using that effect, which is great. Onto the extra deck, Azurai's Silver Dragon, the ultimate in not good but okay synchro monsters. Using him, I can bring out a normal dragon monster in my graveyard in my standby phase. That's great. When it's summoned, neither player can target dragon monsters I currently control with card effects, and they can't be destroyed by card effects. Great protection. Also, Dragon Eyes... I know the words. Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. Lovely card. Neither player can special summon 2 or more monsters at the same time. Really good at controlling his summons. But the most important card in this extra deck for me is going to be this Galaxy Eyes Dark Matter Dragon. It's banned for good reason. It's a strong card, and I hope it comes up a lot. I did net deck, so I'm confused why there is a Cyber Dragon Infinity. I can't summon this without a Nova, and I definitely didn't have one in the extra deck, so I don't know why this is here. Someone please tell me, especially in the comments, please tell me why this is here, because it's just going to sit there this whole duel. But yes, I've got Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon as well, which has the lovely effect of once per turn, when monster's effect is activated, quick effect, you negate the activation if you do destroy it, which is great. And if I destroy it, I get this card gains attack equal to the destroyed monster's original attack until the end of the turn. Lovely. If this card battles an opponent's level 5 or higher monster, during battle calculation, this card gains attack equal to the current attack of the opponent's monster it's battling during damage calculation only, which means I get to hit the big things and he takes the 3000 damage. It's going to be great. So, with that being said, let's get into it. This part, Cobalt, is where you cut me out and go back to you explaining, or into the start of the duel. I hope you're having a fun time, because I'm having a lot of fun recording this, and even though I haven't actually won a lot, I'm still enjoying the experience. I hope you're feeling the same way, and winning consistently is not boring for you. My deck is definitely not broken by any means, but it is a unique
Ooh,
format.
Okay.
This is when I find out you're playing 2018 format.
Not quite 2018. Alright.
That's fine.
I'm gonna start with an upstart goblin.
Okay.
I'm going to set. And
Pass. You gonna set and pass for me?
set. And set. Your
Right.
turn.
We are gonna start with a Raigeki.
Oh. You know what? That's okay. I lose my monster and I don't get its effect off.
Oh no, Ice Hand. Is that what you're playing?
I am playing Ice Hand. You are correct. That is in my deck.
I'm activating Trade In.
Yeah. Oh no. Is this Deep
Oh
Draw
no is
Exodia?
right. I'm activating Return of the Dragon Lords.
Sure.
Awesome.
Is this the world's blue eyes?
I'm gonna activate Melody of Awakening Dragon.
Sure. Yep.
So we're gonna add a Blue Eyes and a Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon.
Yep.
I'm going to reveal the Blue Eyes in my hand
Sure.
to special summon Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon.
I'm going to Torrential Tribute.
Oh no. Okay. Actually, does that destroy it?
Yes.
Okay, I will have a response then.
Yep.
I will banish the Return of Dragon Lords in my graveyard to protect my 2.
No worries.
So, for normal summon, I'm going to normal summon Whitestone of Ancients.
Sure.
I am going to Synchro.
Yep.
And I'm gonna bring out... Which one do I want? I'm gonna special summon Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon.
Yep.
I'm gonna move to battle phase.
Sure.
And I'm gonna attack with both. I'm gonna move to my end phase.
Yep.
In the end phase, activate the effect of Whitestone of Ancients.
Yep.
Special summon one Blue Eyes monster from my deck. I'm gonna be special summoning my Dragon Spirit of Light.
Yep.
When it's special summoned, I can target one spell or trap your opponent controls and banish it. So, banish your artifact. Wow.
Yep.
Rough. Okay. And that is my turn.
Alright. Options are limited.
Yes, they are.
I guess I'll just Black Hole.
Okay, that definitely screws me over.
That's good. set one and pass.
Okay. I'm going to reveal the blue eyes in my hand and special summon Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon.
I'll go first.
Okay. I didn't actually get to see that much of your deck.
No, you did not. Alright, I'm going to normal summon Traptrix Mamillo. Search.
Okay.
Adding a Deep Dark Trap Hole to my hand. And I'll set pass.
Okay. Trap Tricks, huh?
Yeah. Kind
Okay. I'm gonna start by normal summoning my Sage with the Eyes of Blue.
of. Sure.
And when it's normal summoned, I can add one level 1 Light Tuner from my deck to my hand, except for it.
Yep.
So I'm going to add a lovely little friend called the Whitestone of Legend.
Sure.
Next, I'm going to activate Cards of Consonance by sending this to the graveyard, Whitestone of Legend.
Yep.
As-
Out of Blue Eyes.
So, Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2.
Yep.
So I add Blue Eyes White Dragon to my hand, and then I draw cards.
Yep. Actually, I think that would work the other way around because it's still resolving. It's still resolving the cards consonants, but that's fine.
Either way, I have drawn the cards. Next up, I'm going to reveal the Blue Eyes White Dragon in my hand.
Yep.
And special summon my Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon.
I'm going to Deep Dark Trap Hole and banish that one.
Right. That is rough. Okay. I'm gonna set this and how many cards? 2, 4. That's 8, isn't it? 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep, I'm gonna activate Trade-In
Sure.
and send this to the grave to draw 2 more. I'm gonna Upstart Goblin.
Sure.
I'm gonna activate Trade-In.
God damn. Sure this isn't Exodia?
I'm sure. Then I'm gonna activate Return of the Dragon Lords.
Fuck. Sure. Yep.
Then I'm gonna Xyz.
Xyz. I think you synchroed.
Yes, Synchro, I know the words. Into Azurai's Silver Dragon.
Sure.
And we're gonna Battle Phase.
Yep.
We're gonna attack into your Traptrix.
Not a worry.
And that is gonna be my turn.
Alright, I'm going to normal summon.
Okay, in response, I'm gonna activate Vanity's Emptiness.
Oh! Yeah, that's fine. Rough.
Yep.
Just gonna get beat down for a bit here.
Yes, you are.
Just gonna swing with the Azuras, I guess.
Not quite. I'm going to activate Dragon Shrine,
Yep.
and that's gonna send. What do I feel like sending? I'm gonna send Whitestone of Ancients.
Yep.
Which pops off my Vanity's Emptiness.
Yep.
I'm going to reveal my Blue Eyes White Dragon and special summon my Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon.
Sure.
I'm gonna activate Alternative White Dragon's effect to destroy your Traptrix.
Sure.
I'm going to normal summon Sage with the Eyes of Blue,
Yep.
which will let me add a White Set of Ancients to hand. I'm going to...
Was Valley's Impetus really around in this format?
Yep, it's at 1.
Oh, that's so dirty.
Now, remind me of the rules, because I don't... the format... Even though I'm using format rules, I can still synchro to my main monster zones, can't I?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure. So I'm gonna synchro summon
The only thing from that format we're using is the cards available.
a lovely...
All the rules are still current rules.
Yes. A synchro this bad boy.
Yep.
And then we're gonna go to battle phase
Sure.
and attack. Okay, in the end phase, because I sent the White Sen of Ancient to the graveyard this turn,
Yep.
I can special summon a Blue Eyes from my deck. And we're gonna pick an actual Blue Eyes. Isn't this fun?
Yeah, that's a word for it. Okay. I'm gonna set a monster.
Okay.
I'm gonna activate Soul Charge.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So you can special summon 3 monsters.
I only have 2. But I'm gonna special summon 2.
Okay.
Dynea sets my Deep Dark Trap Hole back to the field.
Yes.
And this would destroy a back row if you had one. Now we're gonna overlay.
Oh no, you're actually playing cards.
Yes, I do that sometimes. I don't really have many options here. I must summon this. And I will pass turn.
Okay. Standby phase. I'm pretty sure. I will target my Blue Eyes in my graveyard and special summon it
Sure,
to my side of the field.
sure.
What can I do here that's going to be fun? No, that's not going to be any good. Yeah. I don't want to do that though. So I'm just gonna go into main phase 1.
Sure.
What do I want to do here? You know what? Stuff it. I am going to switch this into defense.
Yep.
I'm gonna go battle phase.
At the start of your battle phase,
Okay.
I will detach one of these to destroy all other monsters on field.
Correct.
Or all other cards on field. So that includes mine.
Yes, it does. Wow, that's really rough.
Yep.
Main phase 2 set pass.
Now I am the guy kicking your ass.
Yes. It's a sensation I'm familiar with, unfortunately.
Now you made it depressing.
I'm
Search.
so close to winning, though. It's not funny.
I want to go into game 3. I want to put up a fight at least, like Jesus Christ. Battle phase. I will attack. That's annoying. Attack directly. And end turn.
End phase.
Yep.
My Son of Ancients.
Yep.
Effect. What can I special? Do I even have a target for this? I don't have a target.
Yes, that's great. That's great to know.
Okay. So we are gonna. Oh wait, I was dumb. Okay. I'm going to banish a White Stone of Ancients to add this back to my hand.
Sure.
I am going to reveal the blue eyes in my hand.
Yep.
And special summon my white blue eyes alternative dragon.
And
I am going to banish.
It doesn't destroy.
It doesn't destroy?
It just banishes it.
Damn. That is rough.
That's why I started in the deep dark trap holes, because they fucking.
I guess I'm going to
yours.
activate Return of the Dragon Lords.
Yeah, sure.
And special summon blue eyes.
Yep.
Battle phase.
Yep.
And attack. Full game.
Detached to nuke field.
Does that destroy?
Yes.
Cool. And I will banish that instead. So, redeclare and win. Yay! I won one! Yeah! Blue eyes.
Oh.
They're my boys.
Rough. That was so rough, man.
Okay, I've got to know, what format were you playing?
July 2014. Hand artifact trap tricks were the only playable. Everything was playable, but hand artifact trap tricks were the anti-meta that became so good it was meta.
Nice. I am playing August 2016.
Oh.
So I got a little bit more on ya.
Like, I had so many good like traps and stuff. Like, all these traps were amazing.
You got Artifact Sanctum and
I saw none of it. I just saw none of it.
Oh, I bet you the card you were looking for before was Lancia. Am I right?
Yep. No, actually, it wasn't just Lancia.
Or was it Scythe as well?
I put Scythe in the side deck, but the main thing I found was Vanities was not on the ban list. And I was like, oh my god, Vanities at 3.
That's because it wasn't. You had a Vanity's Emptiness as well.
I had 3 Vanities Emptiness.
Holy crap.
I just didn't see him.
Insane.
If I had seen him, you would have been destroyed.
Well, I had the lovely fun stuff.
Oh, he had Max C?
2 Max Cs, and I didn't see a single one.
Max C doesn't really help against my deck, though.